All right, well, we've talked a lot about the Seahawks offense and the fact that they just never quite clicked today against this Giants defense, and we'll go to them a little bit. But how about Daniel Jones? This guy's 6'5", 230 pounds. He's much maligned is, I think, the casual way to describe what his career has been so far. But, man, he came out here today, threw for 260 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. What did he do best?
I thought he knew where he wanted to go with the ball today. You know, you feel good. You know, everybody's been playing with 4 games now. You're into this game where you feel good. You know what your guys can do, and I thought Daniel did a great job of that, putting the ball where it needed to be at. You know, he was reading what the defense. A lot of times it's all about reading the defense. Okay, that's where I'm supposed to put the ball at. And like you say, throughout his career, you've been not seeing that, and then you saw that today. And then you saw his mobility. You know, I think coming in, I think that was his number one. That was his greatness, was being able to move and get around in the pocket, and you kind of saw that today. You know, I don't think these guys was expecting to see the types of moves that he was making when he had to run, but they was very positive runs.
Yeah, and then you look at his running game and the Giants' running game. They were over 160 yards rushing, and it seemed like early on in this game, the Seahawks defense had a tough time stuffing the run. They were without Singletary, their top running back. They were without, Malik Neighbors, their top receiver. And they came in here and they acted like, we're better without him, is what they looked like they played.
And a lot of that, you look back at the game last week, it's all about gap control too, though. A lot of that, you know, and once you see that, especially in the Detroit game, and then you see gap control. A lot of guys, you know, if you go back and watch the film now, you see guys probably out of character, you know, trying to make plays. And a lot of times that's what happens when you lose a game. The next game now, everybody want to make plays and try to get to the ball, but still again, gap integrity, stay in your gap. And you saw that tonight where guys was making plays, but still again, those guys making those cuts off those plays and getting up the field.
Yeah, that's a lot about, you talk about the gap play and the discipline that it takes for these guys to trust each other to do their jobs as well.
Exactly.
But this Giants team, on film, as you went into this game, I know that head coach Mike Macdonald told the Seahawks and he told his players, look, beware. You know, I think he warned his players to beware of this Giants team because they're a much better team than they're showing on tape.
Definitely. Now, a lot of times, you know, I think it's just part of it, you know what I'm saying? You look at a schedule or you look at their record and you're thinking like, okay, this should be an easy win, and then all of a sudden you make it a game. And a lot of times you just got to jump on these guys very quick, but then if you constantly keep these guys in the game, they start feeling confident. All these teams can play, no matter what the record is. If they feeling confident, they feel like what they can do is working, you're going to consistently see that throughout the game.